Before I start the video, I want to inform that this video is for the student of class 9th of their mathematics subject. Hello students, today we are going to study mathematics and we are going to study your chapter number 3rd of your mathematics, that is about exponents. Okay, so first of all we will let me tell you that in your previous classes you would have learned about exponents. Okay, you have learned already about exponents. You have learned the rules which are used there, the laws of exponents. You know those laws very well. Okay, but let me just for your revision, I'm going to let you know this once again. I'll be telling you a few of the formulas from there. Okay, so the first thing is about for knowing the laws of exponent. Here first we will see in these laws. Okay, what is a? The a जो a refer करता है किसको? Real number. A refers to a real number. M and N are integers. Okay, that can be positive also. That can be negative also. Okay, and for that you should know what are real numbers. Okay, so this is your your compulsory work, and this will be your personal work to know and to understand that what is a real number, what are the integers, because these are the necessary things, these are the necessary parts, these are the necessary words which you should know if you are studying mathematics. Okay, so these are the compulsory words you should know about. Okay, so first of all we will go on the first rule, that is the rule of multiplication, and that is about if base is seven, if base is if base is same. Okay, see here the base is same. Okay, here also a to the power m is written, and here also a to the power m is written. Okay, so here the base is same, but the powers are different. Okay, so the formula will be like this, that a to the power m into a to the power m is equals to a to the power m plus n. Then what happens? The powers will be added. Okay, in the second part about the division rule, here it is written when the base is same but the power is different here also, but it is the division rule. Okay, so what happens in division rule? The power will be subtracted always. Okay, third rule is about the powers of exponent. Okay, if a to the power m and the whole to the power n is there, okay, then those two powers will be multiplied to each other. Then that will be written as a to the power m into n. This is your third formula. Okay, the fourth one is a b whole to the power m. If it is written like this, okay, then how you can distribute it? You can distribute it like this, that a to the power m into b to the power m. In the same way, in the division part you can write it as, in the division form you can write it as a upon b whole to the power m is written. If then you can write it as a to the power m upon b to the power m. This is your rule number 5. Okay, and now we will see the rule number 6. Okay, you have known this very well. Okay, how it comes and what is this? Here the rule number 6 is always a to the power 0 is always is equals to 1. Okay, if in any if the power of any real number is a 0, okay, and it is always is equals to 1. Okay, now the seventh one is, the seventh law is if a to the power m, the seventh formula is like this, that a to the power m is equals to 1 upon a to the power minus m. Okay, this is the reverse form, right? This is the reverse form. Okay, if you want to write any exponent in the form in the rational form, or we can say that if you are writing any exponent in their inverse form, in their rational form, or in their fractional form, you can write it as a to the power m is equals to 1 upon a to the power minus m. Now we are going to see some of the examples here. The first example is to simplify the numbers given, to simplify the exponents given here. Okay, the first one is 3 to the power 5 into 9 to the power 4. Okay, so let us see here. Here the 9 can be broken as a 3 into 3 part. Okay. If you multiply 3 two times, then you will get 9. Okay. So 9 can be written as 3 square. Okay. So here instead of 9, it is written here as 3 square. Okay. Well, now see that 3 to the 3 square whole to the power 4 it is written. That means that is the third formula which I have told you, this using this formula. Okay, a to the power m into n is equals to a to the power m into n. Okay, using this formula you can solve it like this and you will get the answer as 3 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 2 into 4. Okay, when you multiply 2 into 4 you will get 8. Now see, we get two of the exponent like this as 3 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 8. Okay, now we can see here that the base is same but the powers are different. So we will be using the multiplication formula as a to the power m into a to the power n is equals to a to the power m plus n. Okay, so when you will add 5 and 8 you will get 13. So you will get the answer as 3 to the power 13. Okay, so this will be your answer. In the same way you can solve the other two questions. Okay, let me tell you the second one also. Question number second is 4 into 3 whole to the power 4 into 2 upon 4 whole to the power 6. Okay. So using your formula that a b whole to the power m is equals to a to the power m into b to the power m. Okay. Using this formula, you can write this one 4 into 3 whole to the power 4 as 4 to the power 4 into 3 to the power 4. Okay, and using this formula that a upon b whole to the power m is equals to a to the power m upon b to the power m. Using this formula you can write 2 upon 4 whole to the power 6 as 2 to the power 6 upon 4 to the power 6. Now we can see here that we can break down the 4, we can break down this 4 here as 2 square. When you will multiply 2 two times you will get 4, so you can write down 4 as 2 square. So you will get the number here as 2 square whole to the power 4 into 3 to the power 4 multiply 2 to the power 6 upon, again here you have to break down the 4, split 4 as 2 square and you have to write here 2 square whole to the power 6. Okay, now you can see using this formula which is written here at the right hand side, a to the power m into n is equals to a to the power m into n. So using this formula you will multiply 2 and 4 here, which is written here as, and you will get 2 to the power 2 into 4 multiply 3 to the power 4, then multiplied by 2 to the power 6 upon 2 to the power 2 into 6 you can write here. Okay, using this formula only. Now the next part is the now in the next step we will write here as, see here when you when you will multiply 2 and 4 you will get to the 2 to the power 8, and the next part will be written as the same, it is 3 to the power 4 multiply 3 to the power 6 upon, when you will multiply 6 and 2 you will get here as 2 to the power 12. Okay, so the multiplicative part you will write completely as, see here this is the division formula here, 2 to the power 6 upon 2 to the power 12. Okay, using the division formula that a to the power m upon a to the power n is always equals to a to the power m minus n. Using this division formula, you can write this one part as the part here written 2 to the power 6 upon 2 to the power 12. This you will write here as, see the base is same but the powers are different. Okay, so you will subtract the powers here. So you will get the value as 2 to the power 6 minus 12. Okay, so overall when you will write the step next one, you will write it as 2 to the power 8 multiply 3 to the power 4 into 2 to the power minus 6. Okay, now you can see here once again that here 2 is there. See once again 2 to the power 8 and 2 to the power minus 6. When you will see this part, you can see here that the base is same once again, but the powers are different. Okay, so here in the multiplicative part, using the multiplication formula, using the multiplication law that a to the power m into a to the power n is always equals to a to the power m plus n. So here, when you will add 8 plus minus x, okay. So using the formula, you know the rules here that when plus into minus, that will be always be minus. So 8 plus minus 6 will be written as 8 minus 6. Okay, so next step will be when you will subtract 8 and 6, you will get the value 2. So you will write overall the next step as 2 to the power 2 or 2 square into 3 to the power 4. This will be your next step. And this one only will be your last answer. In the same way, you can solve the other question also. If you want to do more and more practice, you can solve this, try this part, simplification part. These questions also you can try, which is written, which is given in your book. Okay. If you want, you can write it down from here. You can pause the screen and you can write it down from here. And if you are getting any problem related to the writing part, if you are not able to see clearly to the numbers which is written here, or any confusion is there, or the screen is small, you can think like this. Okay, the best thing you can do, if you are not able to see in the simple part, you can rotate the screen. Okay, the screen rotation part is always given in your mobile phone, so you can rotate your screen and then you will be able to see the video clearly and the words will be clear to you. If then also, if after doing then also, if you are not able to see some of the numbers or some of the alphabets, you can listen what I am telling you. Okay, whatever I am telling you, you should concentrate it very well, and you can listen it from there, listen it whatever I am telling you, and you can write down it in a better way or in a correct way in your notebook. Okay, next part, what you have to know is, next part, what you have to know is, see here written as, we know that the numbers can be written in the form of other numbers and their exponents. Okay, you have learned these formulas before from your class 1, class 2, class 3, at least from class 3 you have learned this, that 1 kilometer is always equals to 1000 meter, 1 hectometer is always equals to 100 meter, 1 decameter is always equals to 10 meter, 1 meter is always equals to 1 meter. Okay, so so you can write this formula in an exponential form also. Okay, here it is written 1000 meter, so you can write, see here 3 zeros are there. Okay, so you can write here as 10 to the power 3. Okay, the 1000 can be written as 10 into 10 into 10. 1 minute. 10 into 10 into 10. Okay, you can write 1000 as like this. Okay, so this can be written as, what can be what this can be said to be as, this can be said to be as 10 to the power cube. Okay, you have written 10 three times, so it will be written as 10 to the power cube. Okay, and the same way you can write 100 as 10 to the power 2 meter. Okay, and 10 meter you can write it as 10 to the power 1 meter. Okay, so in the same way you can write these numbers also, these formulas also in exponential form. Okay, now let's see the next part. What we have to know now, you can solve this part also. If you want, you can write down these questions and you can solve this question for your practice. Okay, you can pause the screen further and you can solve it. Now we will see the next examples. Here once again the simplification part is there. The first question is like 3 to the power 4 into 3 to the power minus 8. So using the formula a to the power minus m is equals to 1 upon a to the power m. Using this formula you can write 3 to the power minus 8 as 1 upon 3 to the power 8. Okay, now using the formula you can write 3 to the power 4 into 3 to the power minus 8 as 3 to the power 4 multiply 1 upon 3 to the power 8, and overall you can write here as 3 to the power 4 upon 3 to the power 8. Okay, now see, once again the base is same but the powers are different, but here in the division form it is written. So in division formula, using the division law, you can subtract the powers here. So you will get 3 to the power 4 minus 8 is equals to 3 to the power minus 4. This will be your answer. In the same way you can solve the other questions also. Now we can find the values in the same way. Here it is written 5 to the power minus 2. Okay. 5 to the power minus 2 is there in the first question. So 5 to the power minus 2 can be written as is in the formula a to the power minus m is equals to 1 upon a to the power m. So using that formula you can write 5 to the power minus 2 as 1 upon 5 square. So 1 upon 5 square will be 5 into 5, that means 1 upon 25. So this will be your final answer. In the same way you can find out the values of the other questions also. Once again you have to see here also, you have to find the values once again. Okay, the first question is 4 upon 7 4 to the power minus 3. So what you can write here as 4 to the power, you know the formula a upon b whole to the power m is equals to a to the power m upon b to the power m. Okay, using that formula you can write here as 4 to the power minus 3 and upon 7 to the power minus 3. And that means from there you will get 4 to the power minus 3 into 1 upon 7 to the power minus 3. Okay, the next step will be, yes, so the overall will be like this. You will transform it once again using the formula a to the power minus m is equals to 1 upon a to the power m, and or you can write a to the this formula further as a to the power m is equals to 1 upon a to the power minus m. Using the cross multiplication you can write it as in this way also. So you can write a to the power minus m as 1 upon a to the power m. Okay, so 1 upon 4 to the power minus 3 will be written as 1 upon 4 to the power 3, and 7 to 1 upon 7 to the power minus 3 can be written as 7 to the power 3. So using that formula we have got here as 7 to the power 3 upon 4 to the power 3. So further you will solve it and you will get the final answer which is written here. Okay. In the same way, you have to simplify here using those simplification formula only. You have to do the simplification for this question. See the first part, it is in subtraction 1 and the last part is in multiplication. Okay, so first of all, whenever you are solving the question, see in the outermost side, this is the outermost side where it is written 1 upon 5 whole to the power minus 2. So using the formula a to the power m, a upon b whole to the power m is equals to a to the power m upon b to the power m. You will get the answer here as, next step you will get here as 1 to the power minus 2 upon 5 to the power minus 2. So using this two formula, what is written here? See, in the previous question we have solved it. We have solved it. How we have to solve this? We have came to know. Okay, so you can write here as 5 square upon 1 square. So 1 square will be always equals to 1, and when you will multiply 5 two times, you will get the value 25. So the innermost side part, if you are solving. So using the using those formulas only, here also the innermost side is also written. Okay, so let me remind you one more thing. Whenever you are solving this kind of question, okay, if you are solving this question, if in one attempt it is difficult to solve, अगर एक ही बार में अंदर और बाहर जो स्मॉल जो कर्ली ब्रैकेट है, स्मॉल ब्रैकेट है, कर्ली ब्रैकेट और बिगर ब्रैकेट, ये तीन ब्रैकेट्स होते हैं, डिफरेंट ब्रैकेट्स होते हैं. इसके बारे में आप लोग 8th क्लास में पढ़े होंगे. अगर आपको नहीं पता तो कभी भी हम लोग जब भी इस ब्रैकेट्स को सॉल्व करते हैं, whenever we solve this bracket, firstly we always solve the smaller bracket. Okay, सबसे पहले हम लोग जो छोटा ब्रैकेट है उसको सॉल्व करते हैं, फिर कर्ली ब्रैकेट को सॉल्व करते हैं, देन ओवरऑल एट द लास्ट वी सॉल्व द बिगर ब्रैकेट. ओके, सो जब कर्ली ब्रैकेट को सॉल्व, तो इसको आप लोग स्टेप बाय स्टेप भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. ओके, तो सबसे पहले इसके लिए आप लोग क्या करेंगे, जो स्मॉल पार्ट है ना, स्मॉल ब्रैकेट वाला पार्ट है, उसको सॉल्व करेंगे. यू विल गेट हियर एज 3 upon 1 and this value you will get as 3 to the power 3 upon 1 you will get, and this part you will get 2 to the power 3 upon 1 you will get, and in the division part you will get 5 square upon 1. Okay, so when you will do the squaring one, you will get here 27 upon 1 minus 8 upon 1 divisible by 25. So when you will see the for the LCM part, what the base is same. Okay, here it is 1. So when you will come out with the LCM, you will get 1 only. So 27 minus 8 you will subtract, you will get 19. So 19 divided by 27 will 19 divided by 25 will be your final answer. In the same way you can solve the other questions also. In the same way you can find the values of x here also. These are the easiest parts. Okay. Now how we expand? Okay, the expanded form of any decimal numbers. Okay, for the decimal numbers also, and if the number is not in decimal form, then also when we expand the numbers and how we write it, we are going to know that also in the the expanded form. How we write the expanded form in the form of exponents. Okay, here 328 is written. So in the expanded form, how you can write to 328? You will write 300 plus 20 plus 8. Okay, so 3 is multiplied by 100, then only you have got 300 now. So you have to write here, so you have to write the 300 here as 3 into 100, plus the 20 part you have to write here as 2 into 10, but the 8 you have to write as 8 into 1. Okay, so you can write it as 3 into 10 square, 2 into 10 to the power 1, 8 into 10 to the power 0. This will be your final answer. Okay, you know, I told you how you have to write this 10 square and 10 to the power 1, how we have got this. Okay, I have told you how to solve it once again in the previous questions. Now in the decimal part, you have got any decimal number. Okay, so the for the decimal number, see if 132.28 is given you as the question. Okay, so if you have to write it in the expanded form, you know very well how to write it in expanded form. See here, the writing is missed, not the written. Okay, here it is hidden. It is not completed in your book. It is misprint. So you can know, you know very well now how can write it this as in the expanded form. Okay, this will be your homework. You have to understand how it is written here. If you are not able to solve this question, you can ask your, you can consult to your consult to the number you have given from the school. You will be able to know about that also. That will be explained to you later. Okay, so see here 1 is in hundreds place, so 1 into 10 square you can write. 3 is in tens place, so you can write here as 3 into 10 to the power 1. This is 2 is in ones place, so 2 into 10 to the power 0. Okay, so this was the form, and then see in this form you can 2 into 1 upon 10 plus 8 into 1 upon 100. This is the expanded form, you know very well. Okay, so just you just have to solve it by you just have to write this expanded form in the form of exponent. This is also very easy. You can do it by yourself further. See the comparison between the very large and a very small number. This is one of the example. This is your homework part. You have to solve. You have to understand it. You have to understand this by yourself. Okay. This is the very simple part. You just have to subtract this two of the given value, and you will get the comparison between the very large and very small numbers. Okay. See, this is also like that only. How you have to write in expanded form and others. Now let us see your exercise part. The exercise 3.1 given here is the sum of the questions are given in your exercise. You can solve those questions. I have told you already. Okay. And the example part, I told you that how you have to solve those questions. Question number 1, question number 2, question number 3 you have to write by yourself. But the question number 4th part, okay, how you have to solve the proved one. Okay, to prove one, two of the questions are there. I will be telling you right here. Okay. Right now, I'm telling you these two questions. Wait a minute. I hope the screen is clear to you. Exercise number 3.1, question number 4. To prove one, the question number 1 is um, you have known the question number 1. Okay, this is your question. When you have to solve the left hand side part, you have to get the answer as the equals to the right hand side part. Okay, first of all you have to take the right and left hand side part. This is your left hand side part. Okay, where x to the power a upon x to the power b whole to the power a plus b is written. The next one is multiplicable, and this is multiplicable to x to the power b upon x to the power c whole to the power b plus c, that is multiplied by x to the power c upon x to the power x to the x to the power c upon x to the power a whole to the power c plus a. In the next step, you can see here, using the formula a to the power m into n, you have to write here as a to the power m into n. Okay, so when you will multiply a into under bracket a plus b, you will get the value as a square plus ab. When you will multiply a into a, you will get a square. When you will multiply a into b, you will get ab. Okay, using that formula, I have solved this in the next step. Okay, this is multiplied, so this will get as a square plus ab. In the second part, it will be b square plus bc. In the third part, it is c square plus ac. In the denominator part, it is ab plus b square. See, it is written in the next step. This will be bc plus c square. See what I have written here. Okay, now in the last part, ac plus a square. So in this way, I have solved the next step. Now using the formula a to the power m, the denominator, the divisible formula, the division formula, when the base is same but the powers are different, you have to solve it. That a to the power m upon a to the power n is equals to a to the power m minus n. So you will be subtracting these questions. Okay, but I am telling you the first part. In the same way, you have to solve the second and the third part also. Okay, so divisible in division method, you will get here as x to the power a square plus ab minus this denominator part, that is ab plus b square. Okay, so when you will take this minus inside, you will get here as a square plus ab minus of b square. Okay, when you have solved it like this, see here, ab, this is positive ab, this is negative ab, so both of this will be cancelled out. So you will get the value as x to the power a square minus b square. Okay, in the same way, when you will solve the second and the third part also, you will get the answer as x to the power b square minus c square multiplicable to x to the power c square minus a square. Okay, now you can see this is all once again in the multiplication formula. Here also you can use the law of multiplication here, that when the base is same, then and the powers are different, so the power will be added. A to the power m into a to the power n is equals to a to the power m plus n. So this whole part will be added. Okay, you can add it by one by one. Okay, when you will first of all you have to add this two, then in the third part you will when you will get the answer after adding this two, you will get the answer. After getting those answer, you have to solve those answer and this third part once again, then also you will get the same answer what I am getting here. Okay, so but you can solve it by overall part also, because for all of the three, the base is same but the powers are different. So here all the powers are added here, so we get the x to the power of x as 0 after solving this, because here a is positive a square, here it is negative of a square, that will be is equals to 0. Here minus of b square, here plus of positive of b square, that will be also 0. Minus of c square, here plus of c square, that will also be 0. So you have you will get the overall answer as x to the power 0. And you know the formula that x to the power 0 is always equals to 1. Okay, so you got the left hand side and the right hand side part equal. Okay, so in this way your question is proved here. In the next question, you can see in the next question, what is question? The given question here is 1 upon 1 plus x to the power m minus 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus x to the power n minus m, and you have to prove it as 1. Taking the LHS left hand side part, you will get, see here m minus n is there, but here n minus m is given. Okay, so you can take out the negative sign out from here, you can write it as m minus n. Okay, when you will solve it, when you will take inside when you will take this minus sign inside, you will come to know that it can be written as n minus n. Okay, so this is the arrangement I have done here to solve the question. Okay, now see the left hand side, this part will be written as same. First part will be, the second part we have to write here as, here x to the power minus m, in the form of x to the power minus m it is written. So using the formula x to the power minus m is equals to 1 upon x to the power m. Using that formula, you can write here as, write this one part as 1 upon x to the power m minus n. Okay, so this is your next step. Okay, in the next step we have seen here. See, you should you are in 9th class. Okay, you should know how to do the you should know how to solve the LCM one. You have to know, you should know that how to find out the LCM here. Okay, so when here see the denominator of 1 you can write here as 1. When you will take out the LCM, okay, you will get the LCM and x to the power m minus n. Okay, so after solving the LCM part, after solving after getting this form, okay, जब हम लोग एलसीएम निकालते हैं, ठीक है, एलसीएम निकालने के बाद यू विल गेट दिस वैल्यू। ओके, यहाँ पर रहेगा 1 आपका 1/1 डिनोमिनेटर में। सो 1 और इसका जब कोई भी ऑड नंबर होता है एलसीएम पार्ट में कभी भी, तो क्या करते हैं, ऑड नंबर को हम लोग मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं, और इवन नंबर रहता है तो क्या करते हैं, वहां पर इवन रहता है एलसीएम आता है जो। बट अगर ऑड नंबर रहता है, टू डिफरेंट नंबर्स आते हैं, बोथ आर ऑड, देन व्हाट वी यूज्ड टू डू देयर, वहां पर हम लोग क्या करते हैं, वहां पर मल्टीप्लाई बस कर देते हैं। ओके, सो 1 into x to the power m minus n करेंगे, जब एलसीएम निकालेंगे तो हम लोग क्या देखेंगे, x to the power m minus n ही आएगा। ओके, उसके बाद क्या करते हैं, एलसीएम निकालने के बाद जो अपर पार्ट जो लिखते हैं, ये ऊपर वाला पार्ट जो आता है, उसके लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जो एलसीएम रहता है, यहाँ पे डिनोमिनेटर 1 है, तो 1 को जब हम लोग 1 से जब हम लोग डिवाइड करेंगे, जो एलसीएम आया है x to the power m minus n को, तो हम लोगों को क्या मिलेगा, x to the power m minus n ही मिलेगा। तो वो आपका यहाँ पर वो 1 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई होकर यहाँ पर लिखाएगा। फिर क्या होता है, नेक्स्ट पार्ट में क्या करते हैं, ये जो डिनोमिनेटर है आपका, ओके, एलसीएम जो आया है आपका, तो x to the power m minus n, ये जो डिनोमिनेटर है इसको डिवाइड करेंगे इससे x to the power m minus n से, तो हम लोग को 1 मिलेगा। तो यहाँ पर जो आपका पहले से यहाँ पे न्यूमरेटर पार्ट था, उसको हम लोग जो आंसर आया 1 उससे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, तो क्या मिलेगा, 1 ही मिलेगा। सो दिस इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ योर्स। ओके, तो ये स्टेप कहाँ से आया, आप लोग समझ गए होंगे, आई होप आप लोग समझ गए होंगे। फिर भी अगर आप लोगों को समझ में नहीं आया है, तो आप लोग अपने प्रीवियस जितने भी अब तक के पढ़े, जो भी पार्ट इसका पढ़ चुके हो, यू शुड कम टू नो हाउ टू फाइंड द एलसीएम, एलसीएम कैसे निकालते हैं, एलसीएम निकाल के क्वेश्चन कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं, वो सब चीज सीखने का आप लोग कोशिश करेंगे। ओके, सो सी हियर 1 upon x upon n, you can write it as n upon x also, no? Okay, that is also your formula। ये भी आप लोग पहले से सीख चुके हैं, ये सारी चीजें हम लोग पढ़ चुके हैं। ओके, तो इसको हम लोग x to the power m minus n plus 1 upon x to the power m minus n को हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे, it will be written here as x to the power m minus n upon 1 plus x 1 plus x to the power m minus n। ओके, x to the power m minus n plus 1 लिखो, या 1 plus x to the power n minus n लिखो, that will be same also ना, always will the signs are not changed ना, साइन नहीं बदल रहा है वहां पर, बस हम लोगों को उसको आगे लिख दिया, उसको पीछे लिख दिया। ओके, देन देयर इज नो डिफरेंस, दैट नंबर इज आल्सो सेम। तो हम लोगों को क्या मिला यहाँ पे, 1/1 plus x to the power m minus n plus x to the power m minus n upon 1 plus x to the power m minus n। अब वापस से हम लोग क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे एडिशन है, तो फिर से हम लोग डिनोमिनेटर पार्ट में क्या करेंगे, एलसीएम निकालेंगे। तो यहाँ पर देखो दोनों नंबर सेम है, दोनों डिनोमिनेटर पार्ट सेम है, इसलिए एलसीएम भी वही आ जाएगा। ओके, तो ये आपका एलसीएम आया, फिर उसका एलसीएम निकाल के जब सॉल्व किया तो ये स्टेप हमको मिला 1 plus x to the power m minus n upon 1 plus x to the power m minus n। तो दोनों क्या है, न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर दोनों सेम है, सो दैट विल बी डिवाइडेड एंड वी विल गेट द वैल्यू 1। ओके, सो यू हैव गॉट द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पार्ट एंड द राइट हैंड साइड पार्ट एज same, so in this way your question is proved now। okay, now let us go on to your book once again। so in this way your first exercise is completed। in this the further one also you can solve, you have to complete your complete exercise now, the exercise number 3.1। सो इन दिस पार्ट आई वांट टू टेल यू कि हम लोग क्यूब रूट किसको बोलते हैं और स्क्वायर रूट किसको बोलते हैं। ओके, व्हाट वी कॉल एज स्क्वायर रूट। सी इन द रूट पार्ट, ओके, हियर इट इज रिटन, दिस इज अ फॉर्म। ओके, अगर इस फॉर्म में कोई भी क्वेश्चन आपको दिया हुआ है, ओके, और यहाँ पर अगर 3 लिखा हुआ है, m की जगह यहाँ पर अगर 3 लिखा है और अंदर y के जगह में कोई नंबर दिया हुआ है, ओके, ये नंबर हमेशा क्या रहेगा, पॉजिटिव नंबर रहेगा। ये जो अंदर साइड का जो नंबर है, ये देखो 64 लिखा है, दैट इज द पॉजिटिव नंबर। ओके, द नंबर विच विल बी रिटन इनसाइड अ रूट, ओके, दैट इज ऑलवेज अ पॉजिटिव नंबर, दैट शुड ऑलवेज अ पॉजिटिव नंबर। ओके, और जो यहाँ पे जो लिखा है, यहाँ पर 3 लिखा है, इसलिए ये रूट क्या हो गया, क्यूब रूट हो गया। अगर यहाँ पर 3 नहीं रहता और ये अंडर रूट बस रहता, ओके, तो इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, स्क्वायर रूट बोलते हैं। ओके, उसके बाद इन फर्दर यहाँ पे नंबर चेंज हो सकता है आगे भी। ओके, हम लोग स्क्वायर रूट को क्या लिखते हैं, स्क्वायर रूट को कैसे लिखते हैं, यहाँ पर देखना, स्क्वायर रूट को हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं, एक्स टू द पावर, एक्स टू द पावर 1/2, ऐसा हम लोग लिखते हैं। किसको, स्क्वायर रूट को। अगर ऐसे लिखा है अंडर रूट एक्स को हम लोग इस फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं ना। ओके, अंडर रूट एक्स को हम लोग इस फॉर्म में लिखते हैं, ठीक है। तो इसी तरह से जो क्यूब रूट एक्स है, अगर यहाँ पर 2 की जगह यहाँ पर 3 लिखा है, ओके, तो क्यूब रूट को अगर यहाँ पर 3 लिखा है तो इसको हम लोग इस तरह से लिख सकते हैं। ओके, और वहीं पर अगर यहाँ पर 3 ना लिखा, 3 ना लिखा हो, ओके, अगर यहाँ पर मान लो आपको कोई भी अदर नंबर दिया है, ओके, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल हम लोग दूसरा नंबर ले लेते हैं, जैसे मान लो अगर यहाँ पर 8 लिखा है, ओके, तो यहाँ पर भी आपको 8 ही दिया होगा। ओके, सो इस टाइप का फॉर्म को भी हम लोग इस फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं। ओके, सो ये पार्ट था विच आई वांटेड टू एक्सप्लेन यू, दिस वाज द पार्ट। These are the exercise parts also, you can solve these parts also। okay, आप लोग ये सारे इन सारे क्वेश्चंस को भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। ये आप लोगों का ट्राई दिस पार्ट है, इसको भी आप लोग अपने से कोशिश करके सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। अगर कोई भी सी, अब यहाँ पर देखते हैं, आई वांट टू टेल यू, स्क्वायर रूट अगर लिखा है, जैसे यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है अंडर रूट 16 लिखा हुआ है, ओके, सो अंडर रूट 16 को हम लोग क्या लिख सकते हैं, अंडर रूट 2 इंटू 2 इंटू 2 इंटू 2। ओके, सो यू हैव टू मेक द पेयर हियर। ओके, तो यू विल गेट द पेयर ऑफ दिस 2 एंड दिस 2। ओके, 2 इंटू 2 एंड 2 इंटू 2 का 2 पेयर बनेगा, तो क्या होता है 2 का स्क्वायर होल पावर अंडर रूट 2 को हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं 2 इंटू 2। ओके, अंडर रूट, इफ यू आर राइटिंग अंडर रूट 2 इंटू 2 then you can write it as 2 into 2 whole to the power 1/2, and 2 into 2 that means 2 to the 2 square you can write it। okay, so 2 square whole to the power 1/2, so 2 and that 1/2 will be cancelled out। okay, the 2 which is in numerator and then 2 which is in denominator, that will be cancelled out, you will get 2 to the power 1, so you have got here as 2। see, answer is 2 here also। solving this part also you will get the answer 2, so when you will multiply this 2 you will get 4। okay, in the same way you have to solve the cube root also। 3 into 3 into 3 you can write 27, you can split 27 as 3 into 3 into 3। okay, so after solving that also you will get the value 3। okay, these are the exercises, the practice part which you can solve। now we are going to know what is a surds। okay, what are surds? okay, what is a surd? so surd में क्या होता है, a surd always as surd is always an irrational number। okay, surd हमेशा एक irrational number होता है, जहां पर जो a होता है इस तरह से उसको डिनोट करते हैं। okay, surd को इस फॉर्म में डिनोट करते हैं, तो वहां पे a क्या होता है, कभी भी वो पॉजिटिव नंबर होता है, एंड दैट p इज ऑलवेज दैट p इज कॉल्ड द ऑर्डर ऑफ द सर्ड। ओके, वो उसका ऑर्डर होता है उस सर्ड का, ठीक है। और ये जो है अंडर रूट का साइन है, वो रेडिक्स का साइन है। ओके, उसको हम लोग अंडर रूट का जो साइन लगाते हैं उसको हम लोग रेडिक्स साइन भी बोलते हैं। ओके, सो कोई भी नंबर सर्ड कब होता है, ओके, जब हम लोग सी हियर व्हाट इज गिवन हियर, ये जो पार्ट है, ठीक है, इसमें से हम लोग को देखना है एग्जांपल व्हिच इज गिवन हियर एज आउट ऑफ दिस व्हिच वन आर सर्ड। ओके, so the first question you can see here, when you will solve the first question, okay, when you will get when you will solve the first question, आप जो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करते हैं, ओके, अंडर रूट 9 will be written as 3 or 3, okay, because 9 can be written as 3 into 3, and 3 into 3 that means 3 to the power 2 whole to the power 1/2, root is there, no, so 2 and 2 will be cancelled out, then you will get the value 3 only। so here will be here inside the cube root you will get 5 plus 3। okay, so 5 plus 3 will be 8, and फिर हम लोग 8 को क्या करेंगे, उसको भी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं, you can distribute 8 also, that 2 into 2 into 2। okay, then is that is also once again 2 to the power 3 in the form of 2 to the power 3 you can write here। So overall power क्या हो जाएगा 1 by 3 because here cube root is given. So this 3 and this 3 will be cancelled out and you will get the power of 2 as 1 only. Okay, so you will get the overall final answer as 2. मतलब जब भी आप लोग कोई भी क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है जो आपको अगर कोई भी एक क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है और वो आपको सर्ड है कि नहीं ये फाइंड आउट करना है एट द टाइम व्हाट यू हैव टू डू you have to solve that question and if you are getting a whole number okay as the final answer if you are getting a whole number that means it is not a surd okay that means it is a rational number okay but if you are not getting a rational number okay if you are not getting a whole number that means that is a surd and that is not a that is an irrational number okay these are the difference between the rational and irrational number and what is a surd what is not a surd in the same way you have you can solve the exercise 3.2 आप लोगों को exercise 3.2 भी by yourself you have to solve this exercise okay if you want, you can write down the questions from here. You can pause the screen and you can write down the questions of 3.2, question number 3.2 also. If you don't have the book, but if you have the book, you can solve it by seeing your book, okay. This is the further questions which are there. You can pause the screen, you can write the questions. So students, this was the chapter number 3 of yours, and in this way, in today's class, your chapter is completed now, and you have to complete your notebook by yourself, and you have to be ready always to be checked. Okay, thank you.